Ooh, that was the mighty fine shred there up on stage, and we're going to be seeing a Timber Saw, so maybe a little bit of shredding in-game as well. SVG, last pick sniper, though. It's a little... We've had some spicy turnarounds here in this D patch.
Some spicy quacks. A lot of quacks around here as well.
Yeah, a few of them.
Now we get to see some in-game. I always enjoy this hero. He has a certain rustic Americana to him, you know what I'm saying?
Sniper?
Yeah, I mean, any hero
Character with a gun.
Any hero that wears a raccoon hat, he's okay in my book, you know what I'm saying? Got that Davy Crockett feel. I'm sure that's a great joke for a afternoon European audience.
Yeah.
It's a pretty damn good pick. I mean, last pick sniper, it's pretty hard to go wrong with it. It's pretty rare you pick last pick sniper into a bad sniper game. You know?
Can't that be applied to all of the Dota heroes? Why is it hard to draft last pick a bad sniper?
Because sometimes you're in a position where your last pick is difficult, or the enemy's draft is like very flexible. They have a lot of different options. They can swap lanes, so you have to account for a bunch of different stuff. And that last pick's not easy. And you got to kind of settle for something that works and makes your draft function, but isn't necessarily like a gotcha pick, you know? But sniper is very rarely that. So when you're last picking sniper, it's in a game where you're like, oh, this is a sniper game.
I still don't totally understand, but that's okay.
Once you're 40, you'll get it. Either way, he has very little answers to him other than the Swift Blink Juggernaut later on. That's it.
Yeah, that is basically Aster kind of need to go super late game if they want to beat Sniper.
Unless Sumail just goes ham.
Unless he goes ham.
Which
you know, he could go the Blink Dagger build that Kiyotaka did in game 2.
That is also completely viable here, and I think the lane is, in theory, pretty favorable for him. Sniper sucks in the early waves. He doesn't really do anything in lane until like 4 and 5 because you're not skilling Shrapnel anymore. And Lina does have a range advantage early. So I would not be surprised to see Sumail pull ahead, and maybe Aster can create some momentum off that. Maybe he's like one of the classic Baboka roams to mid with the techies is in the cards. Sniper is a very susceptible hero to roam. That's one of the ways you can punish this hero. I'd like to see Aster prioritize that as a quick disruption. We'll force the teleport. Back to the blood grenading. You also force that Timber to the off lane. Like, there's a downside to this sniper pick, right? One is you put Timber in the off lane instead of mid, which to me has just looked way less effective in this patch. I don't know how much I believe in the off lane Timber Saw compared to the solo XP Timber Saw, especially with the Octarine core. That to me was the build. Like, you had this Vanguard, which let you go 2 points in the armor instead of maxing it, which means you had more Whirling Death up earlier, you had higher Timber Chain level earlier, then you got an Octarine, and then suddenly when you have level 4 on 2 nukes that get Octarine, that was what made that hero so crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is the viable pathway anymore. I mean, I guess we're going to find out how much of a hero can get there, but...
And then you also later build into the Aghanim Scepter, which that Octarine makes more powerful because it's up all the time, right?
Yes.
One of the big downsides of that Ags is that basically you pop it and you kind of should ignore Timber Saw when he's got that out. But
so you can still go the same build. You're just going to be stuck with the Vanguard, or at least the Ring. So it's basically 900 more, I think roughly 700 more expensive. And of course, when you're in the side lane, you're splitting the XP. So this is not solo XP Timber Saw. It's a big deal as well. I think Aster are kind of happy that they got the Timber in the off lane, but of course, it all depends what happens to the Sniper. How fat does he get? How fast?
I mean, there is just like a general sense of they had to take the hero that you owned with, this kind of new hero being brought back into the meta, Lina, and they took it away from you, but it seems like 9 Pandas already had an answer to Lina.
And we saw Aster laughing about it too, so I'm sure they were thinking about it. I mean, they banned the Wyvern, so they were already thinking about the mid super long-range heroes that can just outrange Lina and shift the onus back onto them.
Sure.
They have to deal with their ranged hero instead of the other way around. So Aster were well aware this was a possibility. I think they were just okay dealing with it. Maybe having faith that the Monet Juggernaut being an absolute beast in this game will eventually win it for them.
Or maybe there is something to be said. I remember, I think Jenkins and I were talking about this at some point. A lot of the backline safe lane heroes don't feel nearly as good because the map feels a lot more open and really easily to wrap around some of these like ranged glass cannon heroes.
BSJ would say.
Okay, well.
To be honest, though, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the stuff BSJ says just because he dies to it.
Okay, but I'm saying I agreed with that sentiment.
That
And I'm an offlaner. I'm not a carry player. I'm saying
you
like
agreeing to it is not making it a stronger argument.
I'm saying as an offlaner, I like it when the enemy picks some like range squishy hero because I feel like I can very easily get on top of them. I've got a lot of different avenues to be able to get, you know? There isn't just like one frontliner that can stand in front and block me from getting there.
I guess that's why they banned Undying.
Yeah, could be.
Undying was the premier 5 with a lot of these ranged carry heroes, right? The Linas, the snipers, the Medusas.
For sure, yeah.
Ended up kind of being a decent ban out here from Aster in the long run.
I would also say that Radiant Sniper, I feel like ganking Radiant as Dire, dude, it's so easy. You get up into an area where you're literally on a high ground looking down on the enemy mid laner.
I mean, you have to run through the tower. That's the awkward part.
Sure.
Like, I think for Enchantress, it's amazing.
Yeah.
For something like a...
I mean, if you're techies, you blast off from the high ground. You got him.
Yeah, techies is decent, too. I mean, techies is techies. Zero can do some crazy things.
He's not doing some crazy things in this lane, though.
But if you were a Shadow Shaman, I mean, that's a tough angle.
Well, don't pick Shadow Shaman. There you go. Problem solved.
Sumail is winning this mid matchup. He's about 400 net worth ahead. A couple more denies. Level advantage as well. And he did force the raindrop purchase out of Kiyotaka, like was forced out of him last game. So he's creating an advantage here. I would not be surprised to see Baboka go mid as is classic for Aster. Leave XXS alone. Man, what are all these pauses for?
I just see that, right? Kiyotaka prioritized getting a last hit on a deny rather than the flag bearer creep.
I mean, that's just bad. That's
or maybe
what he
he's
did.
trying to send a message to Sumail, you know?
I'm willing to sacrifice my own game to ruin yours.
Yeah. Bring you down with me.
Wait, oh, yeah, you're right. Huh, interesting. All right, if you're going to gank him, this is your only chance. Like the next minute or two here.
And Bobica is going to walk out to lane. There he goes.
Yeah, no gold for the TP scroll.
Oh, that's... He had 350 gold when he went back.
Maybe he was on cooldown, so he opted to buy everything else. Either way, he has to make the trek. And 6-minute rune is coming.
Solo's here.
Full contest. It'll be illusions. Is it? I feel like it's always been illusion.
Kill Solo if you can land it. He's fast. Hit him with a blast off. Didn't get him with the other spell, but Sumail comes in to collect it because it's first blood after all. Well worth it to use the Laguda Blade on a support.
And it guarantees him the bounty run to refill his bottle.
That's
really
true.
important here. So value kill for Sumail. Assassinate. Oh. What? How the hell was he in range?
I'm not sure, but...
What?
Radiant's middle tower is under
That was a crazy assassinate lane. Well, now Baboka will have TP up so he can decide where he wants to go. Does he want to help XXS, who finished his Vanguard and is tanking a decent amount down here? As the battle for the Wisdom Runes commence. Who will get the lift? Who will get the disruption? That seemed a little early. Oh.
Barely
That
got
timing.
it.
I thought that was early,
close
but Antares knows his limits here. Baboka will collect his own, so they do get split. Now this is a man fight right here.
It really is.
There's another blood grenade from Solo. I want
Battle
that
to
counter.
the death. Blast off trying to get away, but the Pugna Ward will kill him before he can get the jump.
Couldn't have he just walked away?
No.
I mean, he has no mana. I think the only way he dies is if he tries to blast off away.
You gotta be playing Dota with
Dude,
some style.
But I love Baboka, man. This guy gives and he takes, but
Yeah.
he always gives his heart. You know what I'm saying?
Not sure if his
He
team loves him.
plays with a lot of heart,
Uh-huh.
a lot of love. You can sense it.
Uh-huh. I feel like heart is a euphemism. Ooh, not quite enough. 40 HP on Antares lives.
Secure a shield rune bottom though.
Dire's
That is a
top
nice
tower is
rune.
under
Yeah, they'll
attack.
bodyguard.
Gobble up.
Sumail can get it.
These lanes are pretty damn even. Honestly. Nine Pandas coming out a little bit ahead, but they probably have the slightly stronger 3-laners on paper between Bloodseeker, Timber, and Sniper. Like, these are hard cores to outlane for a majority of it. And Aster don't have their roamers, really. There's no Enchantress in this game to sway the core matchups or anything like that.
Also, Beastmaster's doing his hard camp, so he's getting a lot of net worth just in this small little window.
Yep, Aster definitely have some stacks, even some small and medium ones with Sumail is cleaning up right now. So they're going to be able to keep up in the economy. This might be a pretty slow-paced game. I feel like both teams kind of want to just farm their 3 cores up. There's a lot of carries in this game. Like, I feel like 9 Pandas have 3 carries on their cores and Aster have 2.5. That is a lot of net worth both these teams want to accumulate before they're confident taking the full 5-on-5s. Or perhaps also not a lot of utility outside of what XXS decides to go. And most of the time we've seen him playing Beastmaster, he's gone pretty greedy. With the Ags drum build, something like this.
He's a greedy offlaner naturally. I think he's just always going to do that kind of style.
So we'll see what he wants to go. He's going to be the real deciding factor in terms of how fast this game gets escalated.
Bounced over
Did not
on
get the spin.
Antares, and yeah, he didn't get the spin off right away. Might have still been able to run down the Rubik. But as it is, both Antares and Miro will survive.
A little misplay there by Monet. I think he's happy to commit for the Rubik kill there. Instead, it'll set up a smoke for 9 Pandas as Ramses came up here to the gate, but I mean, where are you going with this? There's nowhere to go.
Also, something to note that they do not have a TP cancel on spin TP. So this could be one of those situations where you try and gank the Juggernaut, he just spins TPs away.
That takes me back to that game. Skeeter played that Jug that was just completely uncontested, and he ended that game like 10-0 or something. It just felt unstoppable, right? This turns into that type of game. They don't really have good Juggernaut answers outside of Sniper just out-man fighting the hero in the engagement. But again, if this game goes ultra late and you have 5 or 6 slots on Monet with like a Swift Blink, you're in trouble. Because he's going to have a Nullifier too. Your Pugna's not really going to be a hard save, and you don't have a lot of summons to deal with the Omni Slash. This is a good Omni Slash game. Some of these are good Omni Slash games, some are bad. I mean, most of them are bad, but occasionally you get a good one. I mean, this game, it's only Decrep he has to worry about, which is a spell you can deal with. So I'd say it's pretty good. Whereas on the flip side, is this a good Rupture game for Ramses?
I mean, they were talking about it as a counter to Lina. How do you feel about that?
I think right-click, it's definitely better versus right-click laner than Spellcaster, I think.
I was thinking about that a lot too.
I have to think about that one.
Yeah, because like a lot of it is just farm dependent, right? Like if you're strong enough on right click Lina to just kind of stand there and right click the back, then no problem. Oh, Antares used the telekinesis early. Boboka faked it out. Now he's going to go for the kill, but oh, barely lands it. Misses the mine though. It doesn't matter. Sumail.
I mean, he purposely missed that mine.
Sure.
So Sumail could get the kill.
Yeah, that's very...
Should note that.
Of course. Of course.
I think Lina is good versus Bloodseeker in the situations where she can stand her ground and force Bloodseeker to go into her, and you have a team that can help her just take that man fight.
Right.
Probably spell or magic damage. The reason I was debating it too is because like the physical damage Lina used to go to BKB, and there was like a BKB Lincoln's build as well that made that matchup quite strange. This one you don't really do that. You're just going like Aether Lens, Blink, Ags, Bots, whatever. But I still feel like you outrange him and you force him to gap close you, and Aster have a healing ward. They have Beastmaster with Roar. They have a disruption. Techies can counter initiate. Like Aster are kind of happy if Pandas go in onto their Lina, they can take that fight. And Lina doesn't have to solo carry the fight. It's on the Jug and the Beast too. So I feel like in this type of game, the Rupture, I mean, you're never going to complain about getting a Rupture on Lina, but I don't think it's just an automatic fight win by any means. I think Sumail will be happy in some of these later fights just staying there and outputting damage.
I agree. Like, I definitely imagined a scenario where, like, he pops Rupture and he BKBs runs at the Lina gets disrupted. Okay, there's 2.5 seconds. Then you're coming back up. The Beastmaster roars the Bloodseeker while he's BKB'd. You know, like...
There's a healing ward behind him.
Yeah. You've got maybe a reactive taser that gets passed over. There's
also, Sniper kind of sucks in those situations. Unless he's mega far ahead, like he destroyed some lane.
What, like running after heroes or what?
Yeah. Like when Sniper chases into you, in theory you're happy.
Sure.
Because he exposes himself. Look at this Invis rune. Oh, he took the Rubik over the Sniper.
Sumail exposes himself to try and get the kill on Antares. Blast off denied by the telekinesis. They're going to turn around and kill Boboka now. The help of Miro, who's going to cut in. After all, this tower is getting low. Might as well ensure that Kiyotaka can take it. But you make a diffusal blade build for him.
This is an interesting build, huh?
Dire's middle tower
It looks
has fallen.
very strange. I will admit, I'm looking at this and it feels like he bought the wrong item. But that's just because my brain is used to sniper builds of 10 years that are not diffusal. I wonder why he wanted diffusal this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I mean, one of the things about diffusal is like the active has okay range, but not good enough that I think
it's not
sniper
crazy
is gonna use it well.
Like, are you gonna run in? Okay, he messed that hawk up.
he pulled out his binoculars. He saw a bird. Go get that bird.
I mean, that's why you go that clay pigeon shooting. Get ready for the real thing here.
Draw. Solo and Kiyotaka's two-man smoke up here. With the mines.
That's a good mine placement.
The early detection mines.
That will alert XXS and he skedaddles out of there, trying to complete the Zags off continued ancient farming. Still a pretty quiet, even game. Again, both teams just want to farm up here. I think both of them believe they're going to win the late game battles. Might come down to some of that itemization. How much are you itemizing for the late game as opposed to this mid game? Is this diffusal going to pay off if you're not actually fighting? I mean, it's an okay farm item, but it's not a Midas, it's not a Mask of Madness, it's not some Yasha build-up, it's diffusal. First neutral creep, still decent. It's not like it's costing Kiyotaka too much here. But if your idea is just to go ultra late, I actually wouldn't have minded the Midas sniper maybe. Because I don't think he's going to find the fights with this. I don't think Aster have any interest in fighting.
Seems not, especially with the way that they're laying out like very defensive mines from Boboka to kind of see rotations coming in. Just want to chill and farm. Stop
Farm
any
and chill.
movements from 9 Pandas. Yeah.
I mean, why not? You have Battle for your Juggernaut. In theory, he's pretty damn strong this game. Don't have to put yourself on a timer.
Production can turn this into a break segment.
Atos first from Miero. This is some old school timber technology right here.
Hold them in place. The Chakram goes to work. Tari's claims the last hit, but this will definitely, I mean, if Aster's playing dodge mode, this will help get the catch.
It's a lot of early itemization for 9 Pandas I wasn't expecting. Between the
Assassinate is there in time, stops TP.
So they're going to start to find some kills. This is going to be interesting. Like, how much do 9 Pandas actually find on the map with this? Can they translate it into objectives like Roshan? Looks like they can. Confident enough to commit for this? Ramsey's TV's bottom says, I'm not going to waste my time. Putting these skirmish items to use, whereas Aster just prepping for the later stages of this game. Going the Aghanim Scepters, getting the Mantle on their Juggernaut will cost them a Roshan here. Let's see, giving Aegis to Miero even. If you feel like Kiyotaka can't die, but they'll probably give it to the Sniper here. And then you're going to have to keep catching, I think. I don't think these are itemizations. You want to sit back and try and outfarm the enemy with an Atos Diffusal.
No, certainly not. Miero, after tanking all that damage, will get a top off from Solo. Look at him dropping items.
Wow.
To Crepify for the extra heal.
Damn, Solo, you're good at this.
Yeah, he's good at hitting the R button.
It's like, thanks, man. I've been boosting the ego of my teammates for 15 years now. Ramsey's my son.
I was about to say, he's been playing with Ramses for a long time.
Yeah, they're father-son for a reason. And he's dead.
But he gets a trade-off. XXS is going to die now with the rod, catching Pichu, and Sumail, he's going to be in trouble as well. He got real close to that fight, a fight that was already over before it began.
Yeah, I mean, Aster just lingered in the wrong area at the wrong time. Those open-ended fights where they just get on top of you are not going to work out at all. Don't really have the early damage now. Especially if your Beast dies first. That's an early Ags rush for XXS as usual, but that's a lot of your damage in the fight. He dies first, it's just gone. You don't have the Ags on Sumail to be contributing to the damage.
Also, is that Ags going to be helpful? Like,
I
Sniper is poking at you, when Pugna is hitting you from long range, Timbersaw, Rubik. I feel like there are 4 different heroes that do not have to go into this Beastmaster to kill him.
I mean, I feel like this Beast Axe is honestly not even about the fights. He just wants it to keep up the farm and then scale later when he has like Blink and BKB, right? Because when you have Blink BKB Ags, then it's going to have value in the engagements. You're on top of somebody you're hitting them. Right now, yeah, it doesn't have any value. Another reason I'm kind of surprised Aster got caught like that, but that is exactly what 9 Pandas are looking for. Some random pickoffs, some random skirmishes. They're going to win him right now. It's just hard to find. As the map once again gets split up from the split push pressure that Monet can exert. He can always run down lanes and spin TP. Can't really run at him. 0-0-0 for Monet. Licensed to Resident Sleeper.
He is having a very relaxed lifestyle as he's building into a Manta. With that Manta and with Aghanim Scepter, do you think that's the timing Aster will try and fight a little bit more? And
Yeah,
back to farm?
probably aligns when this age is close to being out, I'd imagine. Oh, Antari's got to pause.
Yeah, you're gonna figure out, triangulate.
Monet didn't even realize the game stopped. It's like, guys, these ogres are really tanky.
Somebody reaches over, shakes him awake. Buddy!
Oh.
Makes me think of Jack Chen.
Oh, let's not go that far. That's an insult.
I mean, farming while sleeping is his MO.
I wonder how many carry players actually enjoy these like 0-0-0 games. Because they all say they do, but I mean, like, come on.
I'm going to say Monet is in like a newer school of players, so I bet he doesn't enjoy it as much. The old school Dota players, for sure, definitely enjoyed it. XXS, man, he just cannot get away from these slows. The quacks will haunt him even in his nightmares as he waits another 40 seconds to come back into the game.
Perhaps longer for his team to be ready to take a fight as 9 Pandas continue to control the pace here. Just push the objectives and continue to find Baboka.
Blah. Gets the other side, pops the mech.
He's safe.
They don't have vision of him. The shrapnel reveals him, and the thirst reveals him now that he's low enough. Kiyotaka.
Dude, I hate Sniper's face.
Oh, I was just going to say the same thing,
yeah,
dude. It's nightmarish, man.
Oh my god, this guy has like he has no jawbones.
Yeah, he opens his mouth like a anaconda, trying to consume souls.
This model was not constructed properly. I think they gave up. They got halfway through his face and they just gave up. It's like a TF2 model, which makes sense since they gave up on that game too. It's for all those Fortress fans out there.
Yeah, Slacks is pumping his fist.
You're
right
welcome.
Now. Hell yeah, get him, Avery.
I mean, they didn't even give Pugna a lower jaw, so I guess Sniper's doing better than him.
Yeah.
He just has literally half a face. Which, hey, half these player cams have half a face.
That is true. They're just following the Dota rules.
They're playing the 4D lore. Can we go back to the solo cam? Yeah, it's role-playing fun.
Yeah, he's still got no. Oh, wait.
Oh, now you can see his mouth.
Got to lean forward a little bit more solo. Now Ramses.
What is he role-playing out here?
Faceless Void.
Oh, that's a good one.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Like father, like son. Spin TV. No catch. See you later, nerd. I live to not fight another day.
I feel like, why TP back to the base, though? You know? Shouldn't you TP up to, like, your tier 2? Get closer to neutrals somewhere, basically?
I mean, that just tells you how secure Aster are in this going late. They're going to play that conservative, give up a gold lead. Is Baboka dead to this Tormentor?
Oh,
it was pretty damn close.
So close.
He'll get the shard, though. Gets the reward. Ags finished for Sumail.
Did they change the the thing that tells you who got the shard now, right?
Oh, yeah.
It used to be a message. Now it's a message in chat. Now it's one on the left.
Now I can actually see who gets these, as I have 90% of the player base muted.
I mean, I would love for it to be a little bit more than just a little Ag shard symbol, but I feel like it was easy to miss.
See Valve listens to the community.
Did anybody in the community say something about that?
Is under attack.
I did.
Oh. They listen.
You're welcome. To all the people out there who are toxic enough that they mute everybody.
Tower is under attack.
What?
Dire are scanning.
What do you think about Monet leveling healing ward over stats? Kind of sus, right?
Yeah, I totally.
I mean, why does he even have spin either? He should be 0-0-4 with max stats right now.
Pretty much.
He'd be
well,
like
no. One level.
He'd be like 8 levels higher.
One
Not
level of
exaggerating.
spin to spin TB out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. One.
Miro.
Missed opportunity for
He's
sure.
going to go right up to the faces of Aster. They're going to catch Bisho.
0 and 5. Aster continue to dodge.
Meanwhile, the absolute back right corner of the map. Samael finally comes out of hiding.
Are they gone, guys?
He was sitting in that Roshan pit.
Oh, they caught Monet. Where's he going to spin TP to? He doesn't have TP.
Oh no!
Do they know? They know.
Roar coming in. They're going to try and help out their buddy. In fact, they're going to get the kill on Bloodseeker. Monet still needs help. The blast
didn't
off comes
Omni.
in too late. He did not Omni? He had a chance to Omni and he didn't.
He rather die than put it on cooldown, but was that bad a fight when the Bloodseeker died on the back end?
Oh, XXS, he's staying alive thanks to the maxed out healing ward, Avery.
Oh my god, it pays off.
Monet's just thinking about his boys. Bisho. Oh my god, that was the saddest display. just slowly walking forward, then getting poked backwards by the Quacker.
I thought for sure he's just going to Omni the Timber here. Because you have Healing Ward out.
Yeah,
You're going to
dude.
buy a lot of time. Like, this fight didn't look too bad, right? They got the Bloodseeker.
I mean,
You have Alina damage.
It is a waste of Omni Slash offensively, right?
I mean, sure, but if you look at how this fight progresses, even the extra damage on Timber might have ended up making this engagement better for Aster overall. Like, he almost dies on the backside from Miro, right? He could not engage like this if he got Omni early. I don't know. I mean, it's a weird thing. I guess it's like, okay, we can take the fight afterwards with Omni, but yeah, Pichu's having a sad one. Kiyotaka is very much enjoying abusing the supports in this game. The re-ults off. God damn. Oh, Monet's back to farming. Nothing will slow him down on his progression towards late game.
Can't stop me. Can't stop me. Can't stop me.
Radiant are scanning.
Butterfly next.
Oh, this smoke is interesting. They're going to show Monet mid on that tier 1 and have preemptively smoked top. This might catch 9 Pandas off guard because they're pinging Monet, thinking that Aster are going to smoke to their Juggernaut. But Juggernaut is not using Omni Slash, so why smoked him? You may as well go and take the fight without.
Oh no, Samael's going to be the first one found. This ruins the gank entirely as he will die. Very, very bad. Oh, and the Rubik stole the
Radiant's middle tower
What is that
under
spell called?
attack.
Flame Cloak.
Flame Cloak.
That's a nice spell to steal.
Yeah.
I mean, the magic resist is nice for Sumail, but not enough to save him there. And Atos from the Arrow has done some work in this game. It's honestly pretty good versus Alina. You just chain in and Atos him. You either have to blink out of it or just get slain because you don't have BKB. Monet did take 2 towers mid, by the way. So that's pretty decent here for Aster. He's at least getting some team net worth while they are unable to contest this fight as the rat continues.
Okay, but is he going the right build? You can get all the gold you want, but if you put it into the wrong items, it doesn't mean anything.
I think his build's fine. It's a good butterfly game. He will
At what
need-
point does he build to get on top of Sniper, though?
Wait, hold on a second. We're going to see some quacks. Boboka.
That actually saves him from the blast-off damage, funnily enough. Kiyotaka will finish him off, and the heals being pumped into the Sniper. Now, XXS
Monet's here.
Not that, but he is going to be ruptured on the side. Monet shows up, gets silenced as well. This fight's terrible. Back to farming.
All right, Monet is gone. They're trying to drag him back in.
Spin TP away.
He went top this time.
He
did.
Aster find nothing off that attempted roar kill on solo.
Dire's bottom tower.
Group up too strong here from 9 Pandas, especially with the frontliner and Miero. And Kiyotaka just doesn't have fear. I mean, he has Aegis right now, but nothing is really threatening him at this point, especially with Pugna behind. And now he's starting to clean some buildings as well as the heroes.
Oh.
Middle tower is under attack.
Neither support expecting to see the other one there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
He's where is the line in the sand in this game for Aster, right? At what point do you try and commit for the fight?
That's what I was saying.
Because now it's coming to your high ground. You don't have a choice.
Now what are you going to do with that Juggernaut?
He did finish Butterfly. This is a significant damage power spike from Monet. You got to try and find the backline with your cores.
Yeah,
you got to combine it with a Demonic Purge so that this Decrepify does not destroy you on an Omni Slash.
He also needs detection because of the Silver Edge.
Yes. And there's a Hex on Miero that might just catch you off guard if you're not spinning in.
XXS is going to jump forward onto the Timber Saw. Immediately, XXS taking a ton of damage from the Stolen Laguna Blade. They turn it back around. Not enough for one. Not quite. Miro, he lives. Now Hex going off on Monet, and away he runs. Demail Flamecoat ran out before he could get back inside the base. I think 9 Pandas have just won the game.
I mean, they're going to start sucking everybody up, and that was your one Omni Slash chance to burst a big core target.
Yeah, it was.
It's decent damage. They combine all the ults, no Decrep save, but he's just too damn tanky. Not enough damage to pierce through the shell, and all of a sudden your racks are getting destroyed. Cheese got spent as well. Very smooth game for 9 Pandas so far.
Oh yeah, seriously. I mean, I honestly don't know how Aster bounces back from this kind of setup. Monet is hitting the mid tower, I guess, but 9 Pandas is going to get one lane here.
Just need more damage, I guess. I don't really know where the damage comes from, though. Lincolns for Ramses, so they're going to try and make these roars harder as well. Just protect the sniper. Let him go to work. This Lina has not felt like a force in this game. The heals from the Pugna have just eliminated the poke damage from Dragon Slaves. Then you have to commit with a single burst between the Lina and the Juggernaut with Omni Slash. And if you survive that single target burst, you're not afraid of too much left in the fight, because you're going to be able to sustain back up here. That's why Pugna is such a damn annoying hero. If you don't go on the Pugna, he makes everybody else you go on worse. Aster have to find something soon. Not too many fights left to lose. They can still find that opening. If you combine the single target damage with that Demonic Purge, especially if you can find somebody outside of the Timbersaw with 3,500 HP, would also make your life easier.
Took the shrapnel DPS, huh? Instead of the headshot knockback distance?
Just wants to continue terrorizing these supports, make their life hard.
Well, here comes the siege. 20 seconds left on the Aegis, so they can afford to do a bit of damage to the tier 3 before backing off. As the Aegis expires, wait for the next Roshan. Oh, wait, canceled. Hold up. Kiyotaka, 10 seconds left on the Aegis. But Aster unable to get the follow-up there that they wanted to. Can't stop Kiyotaka from walking away. And now we'll get a full regen.
Nice blink LSA there and stop the TP. Not something 9 Pandas were expecting. Might have created an opening, but of course you don't have to blink on the Jug yet to capitalize.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Still, they don't get punished. They'll reset. Now it's about the next Roshan. Aster really want to find this fight before that objective spawns in the next few minutes here. So they can get some map control going. They do have a blink on Pichu as well, so when the roar comes in off the blink and the Omni Slash commits, you can blink in and Demonic Purge the target as well. Really important that these ults sync up for Aster and they get the big core kill at the start so they have a numbers advantage. Problem with going super deep here is if you go on a core, you kill him and that core has buyback, you might just be in big trouble. So you also have to think about where you take this fight. And a re-smoke to try and get the initiation.
Oh, managed to blink away from that
Timber
jump.
again.
Again, going for the Timber Saw, who gets a little bit of heal, but the Omni Slash sticks onto him this time. He dies. Ramses, meanwhile, is able to kill one and maybe XXS as well during this BKB.
Oh,
deals with the healing ward as well. Monet, he can't win this man fight, or can he? Ramses ducking away to the side. He has Kiyotaka to help him out. A desperate TP away. It's not so desperate. It worked.
There's no lift. He just got out.
What a read.
I don't know if that bodes well for Aster, though. They get their single target burst kill, and it is just irrelevant. Ramses just sits there and fights them all. With Kiyotaka on the low ground position, they couldn't even get close to the sniper. Again, Timber is not the target they want to find. But 9 Pandas with solid positioning and a quick blink out from Antares will steal that teamfight win. Now you're just looking at a second lane with no Omni Slash.
I honestly kind of forgot that Ramses was in this game. Right? Because like so much has been Miro being targeted, Kiyotaka going to work. I entirely forgot that there was just another damage-dealing core that Aster really haven't touched.
Yeah, by the way, there's still one position here who's very farmed as well.
Yeah.
And has his own Lincolns, which means you can double it up on the sniper. Makes these single target jumps even more difficult.
Yeah, Laguna Blade, Primal Roar, Omni Slash. How do you get these single target ultimates off?
And all it needs like 1 second of time. Even if you blow through them on Aster, that's enough to get a Force Staff off, enough to get a Glimmer Cape, disrupt the initiation, you can just turn.
Decrepify, Silver Edge.
Yep, maybe stolen Healing Ward from Antares.
Maybe a Rubik Lift. Oh, he doesn't have the shard.
That's why you shouldn't have skilled Healing Ward.
True.
It can't steal stats.
Well, Morphling can.
As a
Lord
Rubik.
can.
Actually, I guess you can steal stats.
He's working on an Aghanim Scepter, man. That's how you know you are in really good control of the game.
Yeah, it's a greedy item.
Crazy greedy.
But they don't really need anything else here.
Yeah.
Just cruising through this game with the single target utility, and there's not much else Aster's lineup can do except try and burst through that one target. There's no AoE comeback mechanism. There's no Vax. There's no black holes here. It is just go on somebody, kill them, and go on the next person. That's all you have to itemize here if you're 9 Pandas. That's what you have to continue to itemize here if you're Aster. So Monet will pick up Nullifier, his own mini Demonic Purge, to help him try and commit through the Decrepifies, the Force Staffs, the Glimmers, all of this nonsense. Gotta care about the Lincoln's blocks. And you still have to land good Omni Slashes here. And at this point, I don't think you can go on the Timber anymore. I don't think it's good enough. I think as we saw, you leave these other 2 damage dealing cores up, you're going to be in big trouble. So you need to find Sniper, you need to find Ramses. And that means Miro just has free reign to run in here and frontline for the world, which is what he's doing.
Smoke's going to break on him. Once again, he has to be targeted because he's the one showing the blast off. Lands onto Ramses as well. That's pretty decent. The Omni Slash bounced over to the Rubik. Immediately buys back though. Ramses going to work. Shadow Demon first up. Bobica is going to be dying in an instant too. Boy, Ramses out putting some serious damage now. And Aster have to full out retreat. Miro Scythe on to Monet. Any follow-ups here? Decrepify to slow him down. Spin up in a second though. But
silence forever.
He's silenced for too long.
Oh, that Bloodroid making minced meat of the Juggernaut as he does not have the spin TP he's relied on for so much this game. I don't know if those were good bounces or bad bounces. I mean, you end up getting the Rubik, which is pretty nice, but you still are nowhere close to finding this sniper. And Aster have been nowhere near to finding him the entire game.
Yeah, when was the last time Kiyotaka took damage from the enemy team?
Last game.
Yeah.
I doubt he's taken almost any damage.
We'll check that stat afterwards. Damage
11, 0, and 13. You let this guy get away with a game like this, it's pretty hard to beat this team. It's very few times that they have dropped full series when Kiyotaka is having this style of a game, and they're just going to try and all in him. No Omni Slash, no Jug.
It's not even close.
Good luck.
He gets to about half health while he was getting healed up. GG. Boy, 9 Pandas striking back and making absolutely no question about it. They are ahead of the game. Game 2, they draft Alina.